What is going on, YouTube? It is your boy DT back at you again with a new YouTube video. In today's video, we're going to be showing some XDefiant gameplay. I know I haven't shown this on the channel, but I thought I might as well play a little bit something different until we have that release for Black Ops 6 coming up this month on the 24th. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. If you do, drop a like, drop a sub to the video. It's very much appreciated. And let's just get right into it, man. So today with XDefiant, the reason why I wanted to show this off is because the main reason why this game came out and what people are portraying it as is the Call of Duty killer. And I wanted to give my honest opinion on how I feel about the game, and do I think it could be the new Call of Duty killer. So let's jump right into it. First things first, will it be the Call of Duty killer? In my opinion, no. And that's just simply to the fact that there's just not as much people playing it as Call of Duty. I don't know why that is. I would assume because a lot of people really enjoy switching between Warzone and multiplayer and the zombies and stuff like that. And this game doesn't have all that to offer. It's just the multiplayer experience. The one thing that is kind of confusing to me is that with it having the intention of kind of being a COD killer, it's a free-to-play game, so you would expect more people to be playing it. I just don't think they really advertise the game as well as they could have to really put it out there so people know. There's very minimal marketing for this game, which is kind of strange. I know it's like a really small team that's working on this game, but that was kind of odd to me. But let's get into some of the issues that I actually have with this game. So the main issue that people have with this game is the hit reg. I can see where people are coming from with the hit registration in this game being an issue, but to me, I don't think it's the biggest issue in this game, and I'll get into that later. The hit reg, to me, is really only finicky when you're dealing with snapping on to multiple enemies. If you're trying to go for that multi-kill, if there's 3 or 4 enemies right there and you just want to piece one up, then move to the next, so on and so forth, that's when you start to really notice the hit reg issues. Other than that, straight up one-on-one gunfights feel really good for the most part. And the main reason why they feel so good is because this game actually goes off of where you are connecting from. So it's going to connect players that are going to be in your same general region. If you're in the Pacific Northwest, you're really not going to get into a lobby that's on the East Coast, because it tries to pair players up with the best connection possible, and it doesn't really focus on the skill-based side of it. It's mostly just your location. That's how you're going to determine who you're going to be playing against. So sometimes you might play against really sweaty people, sometimes you might play against absolute noobs. It's just kind of the luck of the draw with wherever you're connecting from. With that being said, in my area, I've noticed that I keep playing a lot of the same type of players. I've noticed I've played the same person multiple times throughout even Season 1 into now Season 2, based on my location and who I'm connecting to. Now that could be due to the lack of players on the game as well, so I'm really only playing the few people that are playing it up in my region. But I do think in the background there is some kind of skill-based matchmaking on top of the networking to get you with someone that's close to your location, because it does feel like, especially in my lobbies when I'm hosting it for my buddies, we definitely play a lot more sweaty try-hard people, just because I'm a higher level, my score per minute's higher, and I just have more time in the game. So I feel like it does have a little bit on the back end, but not as prevalent as Call of Duty does it. The other issue that I have, which would be my biggest issue, is, for one, the queue times. And like I said, that's based off of your local connection. So that's not necessarily the game's fault in itself. It's the lack of players playing the game. So the queue times to sit in the lobby and wait to get into a hardpoint match sometimes can take up to 10 minutes, which is a very long time, because if you think about it, 10 minutes could be a full game. So if you're sitting there waiting 10 minutes, you would expect that you'd be able to get a whole game done in that time that you're waiting. So that's really the annoying thing for me. as well as the operator system. So some of the operators that they have in this game are very, very overpowered. They work in a sense like specialists in Call of Duty. And some of the ones that they have in this game are just a little much. They can really change the landscape of a match if someone gets the ult. It doesn't last for a super long time, but some of them are very overpowered. Thank goodness with the Season 2 update, they actually patched one of the most biggest problem that I have with this game, which was the spider bots with the dead sec operators. This little mechanical bot drone will walk around on the ground and stun lock you in place unless you tried to shoot it off your face, which half the time it didn't even work because it was bugged. So I think it was a good idea for them to just get rid of that whole mechanic for the spider bot and make it into more of a little EMP type of thing. So that's a great change. What I really like about this game, though, is I love how the guns feel. I love how the guns sound. I love the map design that they've done with this. They've wanted to keep the maps very short, very small, very fast-paced, in your face. The movement in this game feels amazing. The sliding, the jumping. Everything about the movement and the feel of this game feels great. The gunplay feels great. So I don't really know why it hasn't taken on the traction that it really deserves, because this is a really fun game. Like I said, I do not think it will be a COD killer. But for the meantime, if you guys are bored with Call of Duty and you're just like, you know, I don't want to keep playing MW3 until the 24th, you know, let me just get something, let me just get a new experience. It's definitely worth the try, and it's free. That's the best thing, is so if your buddies are like, oh, what game are you playing? Hey, tell them it's XDefiant. It's free. It's worth the download. It's not a very big game, and it's super fun. That's the main reason why I wanted to give this video to you guys today, was to just share my thoughts on this game. I really enjoyed it. I played a whole lot of it during Season 1. I'm going to be playing more during Season 2. I haven't been able to as of yet because last week was my birthday, so I was doing a whole bunch of stuff with the family and the girlfriend. That's why it took me so long to get this video out to you guys. And no, just all in all, this is just a really fun game. It's just a really fun game. I feel like, especially for me, I don't really stress as much as I would on Call of Duty about winning or having to get that crazy gameplay. I just hop on, I just have fun just running around and just shooting people. That's how the main lead dev wanted to make this game. He wanted to make it feel like old school Call of Duty before they added all the heavy skill-based matchmaking. So you can just hop in, have a good time with your friends, and just enjoy the fast-paced FPS genre without it being a complete sweat fest the whole time. That's not to mention that you aren't going to run into sweats like on every game, but it's definitely not nearly as bad as on Call of Duty. So I hope you guys enjoyed my little 2 cents on this video. I'm going to let the rest of this gameplay play itself out. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it today. If you did, drop a like, drop a sub to the channel down below, because I'm going to be bringing some more content out to you guys here in the near future. I will catch you guys later. Have a great day.
Location. They're on the zone. They're on the zone again. burning. Capture zone on the move. We're taking the zone. We're taking the zone. That new loadout smell. Time to dig deep, pal. Now get on that zone. That new loadout smell. They're on the zone. The capture zone is changing location. Pal. Taking the zone. Your team's killing it out there. They're taking the zone. The capture zone is changing location. Capturing. They're on the zone. Capture zone contested. Capture zone on the move. Taking the zone. They're on the zone. Enemy sonar goggles active. Little cheetah. This one's just about done, and then we'll never speak of it again. They're on the zone. You'd have won if you just put in the work.